What does that
It sucks
mean?
being over here. I think I want to... If they start arresting them in the middle, I'm going to run out to that island.
What is PEPFAR? PEPFAR stands for President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief.
Yeah.
PEPFAR, President. Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief. So PEPFAR, let me just read what PEPFAR is real quick. So PEPFAR, it's a U.S. government initiative launched in 2003 under President George W. Bush to address the global HIV and AIDS epidemic. PEPFAR aims to save lives, prevent HIV infections, and support those affected by the disease. Particularly in low and middle income countries, it's one of the biggest commitments by any nation to combat a single disease globally, focusing on prevention, treatment, and care services. So that's what it stands for. That's what these guys are protesting for. They want their funding for PEPFAR across the world. Let's see what it says on their shirts. I'm gonna read it. Killing people with AIDS. I can't see the bottom. I think these people are gonna get arrested though eventually. I don't think they're gonna allow you to sit there. They need to change their message. It's getting old. The protests I was watching the other day had like 2 million different chants. We need some more of those. And the other protests had like EDM. They had live music. So much more fun that way. Hands off PEPFAR now! No. Here we go. We got some more on the side. These guys aren't on the sidewalk. Restore PEPFAR. I wonder if this protest is employees who work for PEPFAR. If it's kind of like the USAID one. But this one seems a little less organized. Biker gang rolling out. They're gonna save the world by sitting over there. Yeah, the comments on this video are like, I didn't even know PEPFAR existed. Well, that means you don't have AIDS, and that's a good thing. But this isn't even for AIDS in America. The program supports AIDS across the world. So your taxpayer treats AIDS across the world pretty much. Which is like not the worst thing, but you know, Trump got voted to save the taxpayers' money, and this doesn't really benefit Americans. So then again, I heard that they're dismantling the USAID and all that, but it's just gonna be under the direction of Marco Rubio, and that's probably why they're complaining about Rubio too. The quality let's get forward a little bit. Alright, they changed the chant a little bit. Trudeau. Oh, not Trudeau. What am I saying? What do you guys think these people in the yellow think? The officers. They're like, dude, can I go home now? Alright, let's listen. Trump, Rubio, and the blockade. So they want all the funding to return to absolutely everything. We're gonna see a lot of these because Trump is killing all these programs, and whoever worked for them or was involved with them, they're all gonna go on protest. So we're gonna have a long 4 years ahead of us. Let's go forward a tad.
To introduce the Executive Director of HealthCap, Asia Russell.
There we go, let's see what they're actually fighting about.
Housing Works, good morning. Treatment Action Group, good morning. We are here today because we will not allow
Hairstyles
one shred
say a
of
lot.
decent work by George W. Bush to be dismantled by genocidal lunatics in this administration. I have to speak openly and honestly to you today. PEPFAR has saved lives because of the work of duty bearers, people with HIV around the world and in the United States. 25 years of diplomatic work we can be proud of as Americans. And to think, after 2 weeks in the White House, this administration wants to dismantle a life-saving program. We will not allow it. 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 Today, we know every single moment this unjust and illegal stop work order on PEPFAR is in place. Hundreds of people go without medicine. Thousands of people go without access to testing and counseling. And that ain't right. Ain't right.
The city
That ain't right. Community health workers go without pay that they need to sustain their families.
I'm trying to listen to them so I can get pissed off and go on a run a little later. That is how we get motivated. We listen to liberals cry and we get pumped up over it. Alright, Goku. Goku, I figured out how to stream from my computer, so now I only have to leave half the time.
There is! It's all on the web, except whoops! They took that down too.
Deleted, bitch. Deleted.
Not only that, but PEPFAR is driven
Wiped
by
off the
human
face of the
rights,
earth.
by a commitment to fund programs led by lesbian, gay, bisexual,
All
trans,
that
and
ended.
queer people across
Can you tell from the haircut what she's fighting for?
Drug users by sex workers. Why? Because we believe in human rights. And we force Republicans to believe in human rights too.
Listen, I believe in
And you know
elections,
what? It's also
and
science. So even if
we're on
you
the
don't
winning
care about
side, and we have a
morality,
mandate,
the evidence speaks.
and overwhelmingly,
Data don't lie.
this is what we voted
And in
for.
order to do effective
But they have the right to
HIV programming,
protest, so they can do
you
whatever they
have to
want.
invest in the
Tell them to talk
communities
about something
that are
important
most
like
affected.
Luca.
So we're not
Bro, I'll
gonna
comment on the
stand
stream and I'll
by
tell
while
them.
they attempt to dismantle this $7.25 billion program. Because we'll stand up
say-
and say we're proud to pay our taxpayer
hey,
dollars to save
Cool
lives.
Goku wants you to talk about Luka
Because we know
Doncic
it
instead of this
actually
garbage.
does keep America more safe, more
You know, I've
secure,
thought about this. Let me
and
pause this
more
for a sec.
prosperous. Because
I've thought about this before, you know? Like, just as a meme, there's these people that are protesting for things that are, like, important to them. I want to gather a massive group, and we can go out there and we can protest about nothing. Like, we'll pick a random topic, like blue grass or something. And we're going to go protest for blue grass, but be super emotional about it.
keeps the world safer and more prosperous and more secure. So even by their bogus tenets of so-called aid review, we pass with an A triple plus. So it's time, Mr. Rubio. Lift the freeze on PEPFAR. 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 Lift the freeze on PEPFAR.
Is a Laker. Luka Doncic is a Laker.
With 20.6 million people sustained on life-saving antiretrovirals.
Let's see what kind of characters are here. That's my favorite.
80 million HIV tests.
There's some big women.
Hundreds of thousands of people who are able to deliver
grass is
safely
better
a
than blue
baby
hair.
who is
Bluegrass
HIV negative
any
and
fucking
breastfeeds
day.
safe alive, even if it's raining, even if Montgomery County schools are delayed by
What's
2
this lady
hours.
saying?
It
She getting
doesn't
mad?
matter. So thank you, but
She's
you
like, your
need to
time is
know
up, lady.
it
Hurry
doesn't
up.
end today. It can't end today. You know why? Because after this
Yeah.
unjust and illegal,
I don't like her haircut.
deadly 90-day freeze,
I would kind of
guess what's
prefer the
coming next?
cowboy next to her to
They're gonna try
speak.
take away PEPFAR
I feel like he has some hidden wisdom
We're
he'd like to
try
say.
make it into some non-evidence-based,
This guy right here. You see Cowboy?
abstinence-only, being faithful program
I think Cowboy needs to speak.
checks the leadership of trans, queer, sex worker, and drug-using communities. And
All
we
the
won't
liberals
stand for that
that were hot have already left that group because it's only these old bags left over.
PEPFAR!
All the trans people are MAGA now. MAGA. MAGA. Run, we're gonna get rid of PEPFAR. Let's see the ratio. We got maybe like 70% dudes, 10% boomers, women boomers. Oh, I can't hear Cowboy. Speak up, Cowboy.
So,
Woo!
I'm a little bit older than some of the people, not all of the people here.
Oh, we know, buddy. Looks like you've seen some
And I
stuff.
remember what it was like in the mid to late 80s in New York City where I lived and in New Haven where I lived, where death clung to us like a stench we couldn't get rid of. I remember
I like this guy's hat.
seeing someone who looked just fine one day, and the next day
But he
had
speaks slow like
a
molasses.
Kaposi sarcoma lesion on his forehead.
Mm-mm.
I remember
Mm-mm.
seeing a person who looked fit and healthy, only to see them a week later weighing 20 pounds less.
What's this guy talking about?
I remember the summer in 1989.
Damn, bro.
where
He remembers that
till
far?
then, I attended over 50 memorial services for friends who had died of AIDS. That is what
Why does he
our
have so
lives
many
were like
friends
back
that have
then.
AIDS?
And we had a cruel
Oh no, actually that's when it
president
first
at the
came.
time
That's when Magic
who would not
Johnson was
even
making it
say
famous back in the day.
The word AIDS could not bring himself to utter it. And people thought AIDS was God's way of taking care of those of us who are homosexual.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No one said that, pal.
Well then, in the mid-90s,
I don't want you all to die or anything.
we saw the development of triple combination therapy ARVs. And to be honest, at first in the United States you could get access to it only if you had health insurance. But later there were programs rolled out like ADAP that gave everyone in the United States access to ARVs. People in Western Europe had access to ARVs. But every time people like me took our ARVs, we had a twinge of guilt because we knew that in other countries around the world, in low-income countries, people were still dying because they didn't have access. And that's why I said thank God for George W. Bush, because he introduced the President's emergency plan for AIDS relief, and because of his action, over the last 22 plus years, the United States has invested over $100 billion, of which has saved now 26 million lives around our world.
It's not in my wheelhouse.
And placed now, right now, 2 million
I didn't realize that's what this protest was for, to be honest. I thought it was for USAID, but I guess USAID entails a shit ton of things.
Now those numbers sound big, and maybe numbers move you, but if numbers don't move you, let's talk human beings. Housing Works has an office in Haiti, and just last week,
Hillary
I
Clinton
received a
pillaged
text from
Haiti.
one of our employees. He wrote me,
Hillary Clinton probably dropped over there with like
I
her
only have
chemtrail
2
airplanes, and
weeks
she
of
dropped a bunch of
medication
AIDS for everybody.
when you come to Haiti,
I think her
can you
foundation
bring
was
me
paid like
anything
$84 million
that I
or
can
something out of
use?
USAID. It's
I
asinine.
received
Why do they need $84 million for the
a
Clintons?
text from a friend of mine in Uganda.
This guy's a lot of friends,
His name
man.
is William.
He's a
He
popular
champions
cowboy.
You equals you. He wrote me. He said,
What'd he say?
I just learned
What did he learn?
I've been laid off my job doing HIV prevention education to Ugandan youths.
No!
And I'm in a very few weeks going to run out of my own treatment. I'm trying to figure out
That's not good.
how to tell my wife that I've lost the only income my family has. And also to tell her that I'm probably going to die of AIDS.
No, why would you
That
think
is
like
what
that? That's
we are
stupid.
doing
Dude, this guy is crazy, man.
in low-income
Stop
countries
stop
around the world, and
fucking
that
doing
is
this, man.
exactly
You're just
why
fear-baiting
we
everybody.
need to fight back.
Nobody banned AIDS treatment in the United States. This
I've invited
fucking
people to
program,
gather in close, 'cause I
it's
don't
because
wanna
they
use the
fund
microphone, but I have to
HIV,
say
AIDS treatments across the world. You could still fund it in America. Why do you have to fund it across the world? You never know. His wife might identify as like something else. Actually, those days are over. You're right.
They're like, there's other entrances vehicles can use to get here, so we're not going to do anything. And you know what?
Here you go, gather around,
You go
folks.
sit under the awning and block people from going into the doors.
Let's get a
There's
bonfire
other doors
going.
they
It looks
can
cold
use,
out
so
there.
We'll be happy to leave you there all day.
Yeehaw.
So we decided we're going to do a bit of a change of plan. So those of us who are going to do civil disobedience are going to get on the banners and right behind the banners.
Civil
And we're going to
disobedience.
be marching back down 22nd Street. we're going to be marching into Constitution Avenue. And
Go shred up the
this
Constitution.
banner I'm leading is going to face that way and block the traffic. And the other banner is going to face that way and block the traffic. And those of us who are going to do CD are just going to hang out in the street and have a good old time.
I'm sure.
Those of you who
Let's see if they follow the laws or do they break the laws like the other protesters.
The police tell you to disperse. You're welcome to do that. Otherwise, you're welcome to stand on the sidewalk and keep chanting. If
Jimmy
you're not
Butler
planning to
is
risk
good
arrest,
for the
watch
playoffs,
the marshals who have the vests on
but something
and
about
follow
him
their instructions.
pisses off a lot of people.
Two mics that belong to
And
some
Draymond
party.
Green,
One is to make
being
sure
a
they don't go to
firecracker
jail
himself,
with it.
Mike's in jail.
What's responsible for these mics?
Yeah, it is mine.
Thank you. Okay. Let's
yeah,
see.
less organized for sure, but we'll see. We'll have a way of organizing.
Rubio, Trump, blood on their hands.
What
Like,
blood, bro? Who
okay,
died?
y'all
Who
will
died?
right here.
Tell me who died. Give me their name.
Rubio, Trump, blood on their hands. Rubio, Trump, blood on their hands. Rubio, Trump.
Like, people could get behind protests if they just chanted realistic things, you know? Trump AIDS cuts kill. The eccentric squad rolling down the street, led by Mr. Cowboy from down, I don't know where. He said New York. This is the weakest chant I've ever heard. Jesus. Blood out of hell! Go, 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 go! I'm gonna comment, who did Rubio and Trump kill? Rubio Trump, dude. I never knew Marco Rubio changed his name to Rubio Trump. Everybody's joining the family. MAGA Rubio. Goku says, tell them the abortion pills are 50% off at CVS and they'll run away. Cops on bikes are the least intimidating thing ever. They couldn't even give him e-bikes. They have to give him these like old school bikes. Rubio Trump. You know what they say, right? When the weather's not nice, they don't show up in numbers. Because people only want to protest when the weather's nice. There's people in this chat commenting in French. What are the French doing in our business? Oh yeah, that's right. They probably accepted USAID funds. Are they cheering for an insurrection right now? No way. This is a weak group, man. You can tell the group strength by how well the chants go together. Offbeat, not enough bass in their voice. What do we do? We make a bunch of signs and we walk down the street. Don't cuss, lady. That's disrespectful. Don't disrespect the cause. We fight back. These cops are like, we got bigger things to worry about. People with AIDS are under attack. Yeah. People are going down and hunting people with AIDS and attacking them. That's absolutely what's happening, right? See what I mean? Like just these protests are so corny to me. Like, the message is not realistic. If you're being honest, Trump just doesn't prioritize sending taxpayer money around the world to fund other shit. He wants to use that money for things back home. But these people are claiming that Trump wants to kill people because he'd rather use the taxpayer money at home. That's where we're at. It almost sounds like they're saying hands off Denmark.
Hands off Denmark! Hands off Denmark!
Goku, I'm not gonna lie.
Hands off Denmark!
I watched the unedited video of the FCC, and like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, her mannerisms are of a hot girl back in the day. Like, I have some friends that act kind of like Kamala, but they're younger, so it's kind of attractive, right? In Kamala, I see it, and I'm like, dude, you're acting like a 20-something-year-old.
Hands off Denmark! Hands off Denmark! Hands off Denmark! Hands off!
Get your hands off Denmark. You need to fund Denmark. Oh, there's the ringleader. Here's the cult leader. There, is that a Nazi salute? You can't do that. I wonder if Trump will be able, like, you know how they funded this stuff, like PEPFAR? Will Trump be able to, like, get some money back and give it to the taxpayer, maybe? From these, you know? That'd be kind of nice. Hands off my balls. Yeah, I can see it. Hands off Peppa. Hands off Peppa Pig. You could insert a lot of things. Hands off Dunbar. Hands off Myanmar. Hands off Petco.
I can't let go of my camera to set it up.
Hands off
You
Hands off
want to talk to him right now? Walk up and talk to him.
Hands off
What's going on right now?
We're blocking an
If Trump gets a hold of those
intersection
fat
to
farms, he's going to
let,
shut them down.
Donald Trump and Secretary of State Rubio know that they need to let PEPFAR funding flow.
Are you willing to be arrested?
Of course, absolutely. People are dying for lack of treatment, so we're absolutely willing to get arrested to ensure that they get access to treatment.
I wonder if
that they
PEPFAR
really
funded
need.
for this guy's hat.
Hands off PEPFAR! Hands off PEPFAR!
And then if not, I'll have you hold this for a second while I set up the mic.
Hands off Tylenol. I want to see somebody steal the police bicycle. Now that's civil disobedience. How annoying. Look at these guys. Like, I have to sit through this shit. Something new every day, man. Honestly, I made a pact to myself that I'm not going anywhere near where protests happen because it's such a risk of being caught in between, and it'll take you like 10 hours to get home. There you go, gotta get the photo shoots. If no one takes pictures, how do you know it happened? Julio! Hey-ya. Hey-ya. Let's get forward a little bit. Switching tactics now. Oh.
Plan, and I'll tell you about that in just a minute.
What the heck? Are these replays? Alright, let's go find another one. Protest. I like the USAID ones. Those guys look the most desperate. Oh, here. Ooh, here we go. Hopefully it has volume. Some of them never have volume and it pisses me off. Here's the swamp, boys and girls.
We are here today. We're here today to shine a light
Who's this
on a
guy?
crime that is unfolding before our eyes.
Oh my
And
God.
support our tremendous U.S. civil servants at USAID.
Oh my God.
President Trump directed his corrupt billionaire friend, Elon Musk, to ransack a critical agency of the U.S. government. Musk and his band of unelected acolytes at DOGE have locked out USAID employees from their offices, improperly accessed highly classified information, purged the agency of its nonpartisan leadership, and thrown the agency into chaos through a concerted campaign of harassment and intimidation of its employees.
I gotta find out who this is
This
real quick.
is on top of Trump's freeze of crucial foreign assistance programs. These actions severely harm our national security.
How
They
does
put
this harm our
thousands of
national
children
security?
around the world at immediate risk of starvation, disease, and death, and sideline some of our finest civil servants who work tirelessly every day to make the world a better place. This is a case of the very worst among us attacking the very best of us. The work USAID does is vital to all Americans.
No, it's not.
Agency employees
What does
stationed
it
here in the
do?
capital region and in posts around the world work hand in hand with our military
It
to
constantly
counter
says
terrorism
around the world.
and to stabilize
Which
dangerous
I don't
regions.
understand how stuff around the world
They
helps
monitor
us.
and they fight diseases like Ebola and
Like,
bird flu to prevent them from coming to
If
the United
China
States.
stepped in instead
And they
of
work
us
with the
to
U.S.
provide
government to provide
AIDS
life-saving medical
support
care and food
in
assistance for
Africa,
children. Through these activities
I
and
don't
others,
care. I'd rather
USAID
do
has been an
that.
invaluable pillar of U.S. foreign policy and projecting American power overseas.
He sounds like
Its
one of those like
elimination
soy
only
boys,
helps
dude.
our
This guy's a
adversaries,
vegetarian
Russia
for
and
sure.
China, who want to see our
Cut out
global
red
influence
meat 'cause it
reduced
makes
at
him
any
too
cost.
masculine.
It's no coincidence then that Elon Musk, the world's wealthiest
Musk.
man with billions of dollars of investment in China, is doing China's bidding. Lastly, what Trump and Musk have done is not only wrong, it's illegal. USAID was established by an act of Congress, and it can only be disbanded by an act of Congress.
It was actually signed by RFK as an executive order. And
Stopping this
Trump
will
could take it away
require
with an executive
action
order.
by the courts and for
And it was
Republicans to show
made
Republicans to
to
show up and show
oppose
courage and
the
stand up for our
influence
country.
of the Soviet Union.
Further, I'm urging my
I
fellow
don't know
Democrats to
if
use
the
every
smart
legislative
man
tool we
knows
have at our
the
disposal
Soviet
to
Union does
slow
not
down
exist
and stop
anymore.
this crime from succeeding. We're here to shine a light on this. You see the
Here to shine a
wonderful
light on
people in
this.
here with us. Let me give you my good friend, Senator Chris Van Hollen.
Thank you, Don.
Here we go, another balding back.
Well, thank you. Thank you to Don Beyer and all of our colleagues gathered here and all of you who are
Bald
here
excellence
at
in
this
the
moment
building.
of a clear and present danger for the future of our country. Make no mistake, this effort by Elon Musk and so-called DOGE to shut down the Agency for International Development is an absolute gift to our adversaries.
This sucks.
To Russia, to China, to Iran, and others.
I'm
because
changing. This sucks. That's boring. Give me a full long stream of chaos. Oh. Oh, I watched this the other day. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Oh, short. Let me go get more specific. Let's go put over 20 minutes. Here we go. Bam. Let's do it. Texas Capitol Project 2025.
It's not a hobby.
They have music so I can dance.
It's your empire.
Oh, don't tell me this is the no volume choice. Oh. Why did I do this to me?
It's all about women's rights until they take away our reproductive health and they elect a rapist. Until we're separating children at the border from their families.
Check out the San Diego and Tijuana border. Should we see that? I don't think it's the border. I think this is what I was watching yesterday in Los Angeles. I heard the protests are supposed to start getting crazier.
So this is the jail, guys, right here. This is the detention center downtown.
Is this the freeway? I think this is the freeway one. No. It's a highway. I'm crazy.
So they have allowed them to go onto the overpass here on Alameda Street with Commercial Street. This will take them back to the Chevron from last night.
Crazy protesting like standing. I've been having some dude in the front with the fight for sure, 100%. What the fuck's that guy laughing at? What? It's like he did something. They literally
Straight up,
back
I'm
like
gonna
a
say this loud and
child.
clear. My mom works a 9 to 5.
Here we go.
My grandma works in the fields. My dad just got his residency. Alright?
Hi.
I'm Honduran and Mexican.
I.
Mixed. This shit hurts to see that this stupid ass president wants to deport my family. This shit hurts, alright? I hate all this. This shit hurts me because
If you
I see my
came
mom go
legally,
through
you
hell and
wouldn't have
back.
any worries, sir. Just being real, man. If I went and hopped over to China's border and then one day they decide they're gonna kick me out, I wouldn't get mad. I'd be like, yeah. I got away with it for a bit. Leave the area! Go home! Somebody just commented, tell that sad story to Mexico. These comments are so harsh. I've never seen harsher comments. It's crazy. Zero Epstein, Viva Trump, Viva Trump, Mexico, arriba. These comments are crazy. I can't even keep that too fast. It probably smells like farts. The Kaine arrest the board. EBT argument. Back to the father crying Mexico song. Didn't hear him saying that he had a job. You want to get hope.
Yeah. You want me, baby. You want me. Send it. Vengeance. That's in your blood. That's in your blood, bitch.
You guys are watching. You guys have been watching other streams. Have you guys been looking at the streams? Some of them are funny. At night. Hey, that guy's an American flag, bro. Respect. Oh, the Aztec is here.
What kind of
EMT mask on.
I hate entrances like this.
Against the line! Against the line! Against the line!
Against the wall? Yeah, this guy has rope. Why does he have rope?
Actually, I can go behind you guys.
Why does he have a rope? Oh no, I think those are handcuffs.
Time to set up. They started moving before they started pushing, so now they have decided to block them in here at the unit station driveway.
to look up fights from deportation. Compilation. Let's see if they have any compilations. It's only a minute, but we'll give it a shot. Ah. That's what I want to see. Why can't they do this? Oh shit. God, bro. There's like bombs going off. Those really sound like bombs to me.
If you remain in the area just described.
Apparently this is Glendale, Arizona, and it got out of control. So we'll see. We'll see what out of control means for them. If there's no fireworks, if there's no drifting, if there's no like motorcycle racing, it's not considered out of control. You need to see some those donuts where it's one guy drifting and the next to follow his moves. Alright, let's skip forward a little bit. There you go, 4th of July type shit. It's a celebration. That's what I'm saying, like, it's a celebration, they're like laughing. July. God bless the USA. What does that mean? Si se puede. Alright, I heard they have to give the warning and then they can make arrest. You can't arrest them immediately. You have to give the dispersal order. Oh shit! Oh, hold on. Business expense. That's loud. Fuck, that was extremely loud. Let's see what Tom Holman says.
300,000 deportations a year. He put child asylum seekers in jail-like conditions, and he was also called the deporter-in-chief by Latino activist groups.
We're not talking about President Trump. We're actually talking about President Barack Obama. However, both presidents had something in common. Tom Holman, A cop, Border Patrol agent, and the man tasked to create the agency we now know as ICE. He writes in his memoir why illegal immigration should not be a partisan issue. He also supports the family separation policy, something he says is not about punishment, but about consequences.
Hey, we gotta watch this. This is Tom Holman's warning.
Is it a job you imagine, or the career of your wildest imagination?
Coming by.
Let me ask you about Sunday Aragua. How many people were arrested in yesterday's operation? And was this a part of this Aurora operation promise that Trump made, or was it separate arrests? How many were arrested yesterday?
Well, President Trump's made a promise to American people that we're going to concentrate on trying to document. They're one of our priorities. As far as yesterday, operational security, the operation was leaked. And again, we're going to hold those people accountable once we find out what the leaks occurred. This isn't a game.
Yeah, people are gonna get arrested if you ask me. I think Gavin Newsom might get arrested.
It's already a dangerous job to arrest them. We know TDA is dangerous. Everybody can agree to that. But when they get a heads up we're coming, it's only a matter of time before our officers are ambushed. And their job's dangerous enough. So we're going to address this very seriously. And look, I said from day one, we want to be transparent with American people. We've invited numerous media outlets along. But right now, it's all about OPSEC, operational security. So we may have to stop the media ride-alongs because I'm not pointing the finger at them, but the less people that know about these operations, the safer it is for our agents. So we're looking at that right now. I'm talking to Colonel Levitt about the next steps on that.
Sir, why was Chicago
Sir.
out in the lawsuit today against sanctuary cities?
Look, sanctuary cities are sanctuary for criminals. I'm glad we got Pam Bondi running the DOJ now. Sanctuary cities are sanctuary to criminals. Make that clear. No, they want.
It's true. I live in LA. It's true. I watch the scanners. There's so much crime here.
Immigration crime. Be free to come to the police without fear of us working with ICE. That is such crap. Because the victims and witnesses of crime don't want the public safety threat released in their communities. That's just ridiculous. The victims and witnesses of that crime want that bad guy locked up too. And when they're done, then give them to us. That keeps the community safer. If anybody wants the immigrant community, ask them a simple question: would you rather have ICE operating in a jail or the community? They're going to say they want us in a jail because these immigrant communities, many are here illegally, but they also are family people too. They don't want a predator in their neighborhood released back in the community.
It's true, bro. I don't even know why illegal immigrants that come here, like, I don't like it, but if they stay, I don't care. It's just the criminals. Like, why is it so bad to get these criminals out?
City councilman, you would think they would want their community saved too, and they would want public safety threats removed from their community. That's your number one responsibility, is protection of communities. Work with us. Let us in the jail to arrest and talk to the guy that you.
Yeah, why wouldn't they deport someone that's in jail? That's just costing us money.
When you're done, give them to us. You don't have to hold them a minute. I've seen some sheriffs say, well, we're not going to hold them for ICE. We think it's a legal issue.
Tom is my favorite.
Just let us know when you release them. Let us be there. Let law enforcement work for law enforcement.
Do you want Catholic?
Tom Holman reminds me of, like, old America when, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, when you watch old movies where the dudes don't look like feminine, they just look like this guy, balding, rough.
Sir, Catholic Relief Services says it's facing drastic internal cuts. It's asking President Trump to please keep the foreign aid going. Talking about Catholic Relief Services. What do you say, sir?
I got no comment on that. That's not.
Let's see what the press secretary said about all this.
Caroline, Catholic Relief Service.
Oh, this is
Catholic Relief Services, which helps vulnerable people around the globe, is urging President Trump to continue funding their organization. Your response, please.
Sure. Well, I would defer you to the State Department on which foreign organizations or organizations that work overseas, humanitarian aid organizations, will continue to be funded. Secretary Rubio has been tasked with now being the acting administrator of USAID.
Told you, Rubio's gonna take care of it now. Doesn't mean it's all gone.
Into the State Department, hey, Rachel. And so we want to ensure that we're being good stewards of the American taxpayers' dollars. He is currently going line by line to ensure that foreign aid to private organizations, public organizations, or government organizations aligns with America's interests. So I defer you to them.
And one more, in Nicaragua.
Sure, Libby.
2% of federal employees have accepted that buyout that was offered. Is that less than the White House was anticipating?
Well, the last time I checked in with Office of Personnel and Management, there was more than 40,000 individuals, federal workers, who had accepted the buyout program. We expect that number to increase, and that alone, just the 40,000, again, we expect it to increase. It's going to save the American people tens of millions of dollars, and we encourage federal workers in this city to accept the very generous offer. If they don't want to show up to the office, if they want to rip the American people off, then they're welcome to take this buyout, and we'll find highly competent individuals who want to fill these roles.
Just to follow up on that, after that deadline tonight passes, I know a lot
I see what they're doing. They're offering generous buyouts. So these people leave, and then they're going to fill them in with loyalists almost. But to be honest, I think they might just not fill some of them, because a lot of these things I've been hearing about are so useless. As a taxpayer, I wouldn't want to pay for any of them.
What else is said? There's still going to be widespread layoffs that would come imminently. Can you expand more on what that would look like?
I was just asked that on television. I have not been part of the discussions about the layoffs in particular. I'm not even sure if that's true. I can check and get back to you. Meredith?
Oh, I was going to ask if you have any updates on the meeting with the lawmakers.
She's cute.
I understand the meeting is still ongoing, and it was been quite some time. They're talking about the budget and the priorities from this administration, the tax priorities.
Can I see
If I could,
Yeah, I don't think curing AIDS in Africa is our priority for taxpayers.
the House Republicans are pulling the idea of a 5-year extension of the Trump tax cuts. President Trump wants it permanent. Would he sign a bill that has just a 5-year extension?
Delete the IRS. It's a 3-letter agency. Elon has to, look through that too. I don't want to pay taxes anymore if it's going to all this bullshit.
So I'm glad you brought up taxes. Do you mind holding this so I can bring my receipts? I like to bring the receipts. So these are the tax priorities of the Trump administration that the president has laid out for members in that meeting today. No tax on tips, which is obviously a very public campaign promise that the president made. No tax on seniors' Social Security. No tax on overtime pay. Renewing President Trump's 2017 middle-class tax cuts. Again, these are the
Remove all taxes, property taxes, state tax, income tax, all of it. It's all illegal.
Close the carried interest tax deduction loophole. Tax cuts for Made in America products. This will be the largest tax cut in history.
Finding where you fit. LinkedIn knows how.
Meanwhile, immigration advocates in the city spoke out today in protest of President Trump's immigration policies. Eyewitness News reporter Janice Yu is live in the East Village with the very latest. Janice.
Well, a lot of the things that were brought up. A federal effort to crack down on immigration is affecting more than just those without documents.
And now to a gripping video you'll see only on Local 10 News. We get a first-hand look at the immigration crackdown, riding with ICE agents rounding up illegal immigrants in South Florida. Agents telling us they're targeting criminals living illegally in the U.S.
Local 10's Janine Stanwood was the one and only reporter in South Florida to be embedded for these sweeps. She's live in Dania Beach with this exclusive. Janine.
Agents tell us their goal is keeping the community safe, and their priority is targeting people living here in South Florida.
The U.S. Justice Department's now suing Illinois, the city of Chicago, and Cook County leaders over immigration.
The Justice Department is going to court to ask a federal judge to overturn laws in Illinois and Chicago that prevent local police from participating in ICE deportation efforts.
Yeah, this is the first action.
Solemnly swear
I, Pamela Bondi, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will be
well and faithful.
Help me God.
On Tuesday, newly appointed Attorney General Pam Bondi announced all federal funding for sanctuary cities will be paused. The Department of Justice's new leader has ordered several directives on her first day following her swearing in. this isn't important. All I care about is that she said she wants to release the Epstein files, and she's removing funding from sanctuary cities until they comply, which is awesome. I love that. Alright, I think that's enough protest for today. I don't know how much more I can handle. Yeah, it's